Hey, if you want to add an extra stream of revenue or another program to your already existing business, I've got a pro here that's going to tell you exactly how to do it. Here we go. Okay, I've got the one and only Kevin Hurricane Hudson, my big brother, my head trainer, the man, the myth, the legend, started martial arts back in the 1900s.
Yes, it was in the 1900s. It was a long time ago.
1979, the year I was born.
Almost before baseball.
Right. He's older than baseball. I mean, so the reason I wanted to interview my big brother is he's a big I Love Kickboxing advocate.
Absolutely.
And he's been running a martial arts school for 35 years.
35 years January.
35 years coming up January 2027.
January 2027, yep.
27 will be 35 years. I mean, when you run a small business for 35 years, that's amazing. Most small businesses, the stat is they don't last a year.
Yeah.
You know, it's rare they go 5 years, and he's done it for 35 years. That's really impressive, Kev.
Well,
it was amazing.
It's a long time. You know, you wake up one day and 35 years went by.
He's a 35-year overnight success.
There you go.
Right?
Exactly.
But about a year ago, you implemented the ILKB program, and I just want to talk through that because there's a lot of people listening that they have a current business,
right,
a service-based business, and it may
Absolutely.
be, you know, it may be martial arts, it may be Brazilian jiu-jitsu, it may be a gymnastics studio, a cheer studio, a dance studio, a gym, another gym,
Absolutely.
a church. I mean, who knows?
Anything,
a spa. Yeah. I mean, you could run a class almost anywhere.
Absolutely. If you got an open space, you can run a class. Absolutely.
I love it. Yeah. But it fits really nicely in the martial arts world, obviously, or in a gym setting.
Right.
It's an easy slide in, I think.
Well, anywhere that you got a captive audience and you already have a group of people that are paying you for something and they know, like, and trust you already.
Yeah.
Then it's easy for you to convert them into another income stream or another program of some type. Now, when you start running another program, you're dealing with a whole nother program. And it is kind of challenging at first, but once you get rolling, it works well. It's very synergistic to a service-based business.
Yeah. So you run, your martial arts school, you run a karate program.
Absolutely.
And now a fitness kickboxing program.
Yeah.
So you have two running.
Right. We have, you know, for 35 years, as you know, we run a karate school, Japanese Shotokan, relatively traditional karate, but we spar like kickboxers spar. So it's pretty cool. But the fitness kickboxing is I Love Kickboxing. And, you know, the way I look at it, I use fitness kickboxing. Those guys that want to actually have a chance at competing one day, I use fitness kickboxing or I Love Kickboxing program as a conditioning program for them too.
Yeah, well, okay.
So I can put them in, I say, you got to do this.
It makes sense.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's a great workout, and they need the conditioning. And most people are lazy anyway. So get them out there and you know, the music's going, and the people are in there, and especially, you know, my I Love Kickboxing is 90% ladies. 90% ladies, and then most of them are moms.
Yeah.
And so, especially you put a young fighter in there, you know, I say, dude, you can't let these ladies out, do you?
Right. They perk up a little, right?
Oh, they perk up a little bit, absolutely.
Well, 90% ladies, that's interesting because the martial arts world is mainly, you know, and correct me if I'm wrong, but mainly kids.
Yeah.
It's a heavy kids. But the avatar that's hard to get is the female, the mom, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And a fitness program, I think, is how you are doing it.
No, I agree. You know, a lot of ladies, you know, that bring their kids to karate. Now, we do, you know, I'm fortunate in the dojo that I run, we have a lot of families. So we do have a lot of moms, dads that train with a kid. But there are a certain segment of those moms that will not put a uniform on, a gi or a karate uniform.
Karate suit, yeah.
Class. And they don't like belts, they don't like ranking, they don't like structure like that. But they do want to get in shape. They want to do something fun, and they're tired of the big box. They're tired of doing whatever, you know. So I give them an option to add on. If they're already paying me for a child to do karate, I give them a really good discount to add the kickboxing on. Because the way I look at it, the more energy, the better.
Yeah,
you know?
more bodies.
More bodies in the room. You know, it's like the club, you know. I'm leaving at night. When I leave, I've been trying to leave early this week because I'm real tired. But when I walk out, I park beside the building, and I walk out, and I hear the bass, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's exciting, man.
I look for the line around back to get in. I can't find it.
When you say it's like the club, and last time you went to a club was probably 40 years ago, but you mean the energy.
The energy is,
more people create more energy, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Even if, you know, even if you give somebody a discounted rate, but they become a raving fan, they're going to refer other people.
Sure.
And it's okay, you know, the more bodies you can put in there, the better. I mean, I've never, don't you love those marketeers that call you and say, could you use a few more students?
Of course I could.
What are you going to say? No? Absolutely not. We always talk about, we don't know one way to get 100, but we know 100 ways to get one.
Yeah. Well, what I think you've tapped into is, households, you're getting the other family member.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of getting a whole nother household, you're saying, okay, kids here. Mom, well, let's get mom punching and kicking.
Right. Let's get another person in that household paying you to do something else. Because I have a dollar figure in my head, and I told one of my team members the other day, she came and run to me. She said, so-and-so wants to add fitness kickboxing on. They have a child in karate.
Yeah, at the iLoveKickboxing class.
I gave her the number. I said, yeah, this is what you want to charge her. She said, oh, okay, wow. I said, well, yeah, I'm trying to get X number of dollars out of that household.
Right.
I'm not thinking individuals anymore. I'm thinking households. I want the kid doing karate. I want mom or dad, at least one of them doing fitness kickboxing.
Yep.
And then I want that other person doing something too. So I got to get them involved.
Yeah, you're trying to get 3 people.
I want to get the whole family.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. It's a different mindset. I think us gym owners out there or in the fitness business try to go onesie, twosie. Let's think bigger and think, okay, let's go family.
Oh yeah, yeah. The family, the family kicks together, sticks together. We always say that, right? And I tell them that all the time. You got to get everybody doing something, and as far as the martial arts world, the fitness kickboxing is a no-brainer because it's so synergistic with what we do. We kick and punch, and that's what we do.
It's an easy slide in.
Yeah, so let's let them kick and punch. But I can see even a big box, a yoga studio, a fitness studio of any kind, a dance studio. I mean, I can see any of them taking this captive audience and about 60 days out say, hey, I'm going to start this new program. I want you to be a part of it. It's called I Love Kickboxing. Let me explain to you how it works.
Yep.
And set up some one-on-one introductory lessons or small group one-on-one lessons to introduce it to them. Give them a little taste of what it's going to be like, and then say, hey, now listen, guys, we're going to start this day. We're 30 days out, but you can lock in the charter rate, cheapest rate I'm ever going to give you right now, and I'll even give you a pair of gloves or give you a pair of handles or whatever. You don't have to give them anything, but you could. What I found, the more you give, the more you're going to get, right? That's the way it is. You can't be, it's hard to be stingy and be successful.
No, right, exactly, yeah. Some of the most successful business owners are the most giving with their knowledge, with of course, financial, or anything. But so let's back up. Okay, let's say you decided to start this program.
Right.
And, we developed the certification program. You helped me with this.
Oh, yeah.
Kickboxology is a part of it. And you're leading that.
Great program.
So to find coaches, you're looking for personality, right? Mm-hmm. And you put them through the course.
Right.
And that's it. Right? And then, of course, you're going to interview them and make sure they're a good fit for your academy. But the good thing is you don't have to do the coaching. To get them up to speed on why the class is 45 minutes or, why rounds 5 and 8 are like this, set this way, and why we do core work like this. That course does all that for you. So it takes a little load off of you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we all know in the martial arts world, if you're in the martial arts world and you run in a school, getting somebody to do what you do is very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
And with I Love Kickboxing, the coach program that you developed, and I had a small part in it, but it is ingenious because I don't have to teach them that. I know what's being taught.
Right.
And then when they come to me and say, I went through the course program, the people that are coaching for me now went through the coach program. So I understand, I know where they're coming from. And those people that coach for me, I try to get them into my other program so that I know they're doing this too. And they're drinking the Kool-Aid 100%. They're part of your program. They're supporting the whole thing the best they can. But yeah, that coach program takes the burden of me training off. Right. And the kickboxology gives them the fundamentals and understanding, and just the whole program in general. It's a great add-on because now, if they come to my team training, I don't have to talk about a certain concept I know they already know.
Right.
I can be a little more advanced.
Yeah, they're already there.
They already can do it. Right.
So let's back up. Say you said you want to implement this. How did you get your student body? How did you advertise for it before you started the first class?
Right.
What did you do to create excitement, get people to, whether it's a pre-sale or do an intro lesson with you? You did a lot of different strategies, and there's a lot of different strategies that we could teach you and help you with. We've seen gyms, we've pre-sold gyms for many, many years.
A long time.
All over the world, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But let's talk about your particular situation. What did you do to get people excited?
Well, when I decided, hey, we're going to add this iLoveKickboxing, I went ahead and selected a start date about 2 months out.
Your first class. You said first class is going to launch.
Yeah, my first actual class on the schedule that's going to be solid.
Got it.
I said, all right, you got 2 months till this starts. So we got about 60 days.
Okay.
So I printed these little flyers, and obviously the Canva account that you provide to coaches worked out really well because that's where we pulled the flyer off of. Made a flyer, and I started giving it out every class. Classes start now. Reserve your introductory class, your introduction to iLoveKickboxing. And I put a couple of times that I could do. In my schedule, I arranged these times. I knew I could do these classes. So when somebody came to me and said, hey, I got this flyer. You're doing an introductory lesson for this. When are you doing that? I said, I'm doing it Tuesday at 4 or whatever. And so I booked people individually as they started coming to me. So every time the doors were open to the facility, I'm still giving out that flyer. Okay. And I would go around to people, did you get one of these flyers? I got it last time. Yeah, I said, well, here's another one. All right. I mean, yeah, I killed a lot of trees, man, because I believe in looking at the hard copy, you know. People always
coffee table. They stick it
absolutely,
home.
Absolutely. They lay it on the desk. Down. They leave it there, and then finally the kid picks it up. Mom, what's this? You know, oh, you know. So yeah, I give them a hard copy. So 60 days out, I started promoting it. Started booking little introductory lesson times. I mean, for me, I did a lot on Saturday, Friday afternoon sometimes, but Saturday seemed to be the biggest one. I'd put 6, 7 people in it on a Saturday afternoon. You know, 1 o'clock after my karate class.
So they weren't always one-on-one intros. No. It could be group intros.
They could be group intros. Yeah, absolutely. Because with this, it's not a hard sell. Right. You don't have to be super salesy to do this. You could just, give them a good, fun little time, tell them a little bit about what it's going to be about, and give them an offer they can't refuse.
Yeah. So let's back up. What curriculum is in an intro? Like just how to stand, how to punch, how to.
Well, if we look at the entire 45-minute signature class, you know, you have a basic warm-up stretch, you got bag work, you got a little stretch to cool down the end, you got abdominal core, and then you got stretch to cool down the end. I just smashed all that together and made about 30 minutes. Okay. So I did a small one of those.
Gotcha. A little warm-up, little bag work.
A little bag work. I showed them the basics, you know, jab, cross, hook, front kick, side kick. So I didn't say much about round kick because he had people struggle with that initially. So I just showed them the really basics. I did a little stretch, a little warm up, showed them the basics, and then I got them on a bag. I had some gloves. And I let them do 3 rounds. Okay, that's all. Good. 3 rounds. I use the old-fashioned timer just because.
You just 3-minute round. You just use
3-minute round and give them a 30-second to 45-second rest to explain the next round. And I did that with those guys. And at 3 rounds, most of them were, man, I'm tired. Yeah. It's a whole different fitness that you need. But they had a great time. They were smiling, sweating, and learning, as we always say. Yeah. And they were having a blast. So then I took the gloves off of them. I did a little abdominal work, a little core stuff with them, worked on that a little bit, and then I did a little stretch at the end. And then I said, everybody have fun. They all sat down in a chair because they were tired. And I took the gloves off, and I explained the program. So then after that little introductory lesson, so this whole thing takes about 40 minutes, 45 minutes max. Okay. It's about 20 to 30 minutes of working out. And then I sat down and say, listen, y'all came, you did an introductory lesson on iLoveKickboxing program. Here's the schedule we're going to start classes with, 60 days out, 30 days out. Here's the schedule. All of my students are going to come 2 to 3 times a week. I limit the times they can come to 2 to 3 times. Okay. I just found that better myself. Yeah. So 2 to 3 times, I say, listen, the normal rate is going to be X, but if you want to lock in the day at the charter rate, the lowest rate we'll ever offer is going to be this. Okay. And I give them a number 20 to 25% off of what the big number.
Okay. So if you're going to charge 100, you would say if you lock in today, you're locked in at 70, 75.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then I say, hey, the gloves, the wraps are usually whatever I charge for them. I'm charging about $55 for gloves and wraps right now. And I say, look, today I give them to you for $27.50. I give you a half price. Yeah. So today you lock in the lowest rate, you get gloves and wraps half price.
So what do they pay today?
They'll pay the lowest rate. For me at that time, it was $69, and then the $30. So
they're paying the first month and the equipment.
Yeah, first month and equipment. So it's about $99. was the first month, and the equipment.
Keep it under 100, right?
Keep it under $100 because most people can swing that.
Yeah.
And then I say, all right, classes start at the time. I remember it was August 17th, classes were going to start. I remember the day. I said, classes starting August 17th. You got your gloves, your wraps, you're in the system, you're locked in at the lowest rate ever. Your monthly is going to be $69. You got the gloves and wraps, so you're ready to roll.
Okay, so they when you do your first class, they have a month before the next bill hits, right?
Yeah. Well, what happened? They paid for a first class. So if I started August 17th, their next bill wouldn't be September 17th.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we'd move it out. So that's $69 that they paid covered them that first month.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So if they did the intro August 1st, August 1st.
Yeah, August 1st.
And they paid, their next bill isn't until September 17th.
Yeah, because technically if I started, August 17th was my day.
Yeah,
I just remember that day. August 17th was that day. So technically, if they signed up in July, they still pay from August 17th to September 17th.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Understood. Hey, quick interruption from one of our sponsors, me. I'd like to tell you about the I Love Kickboxing vision. Our vision is to create a global network of coaches, a community of coaches that love helping people with this modality, kickboxing. Hey, if that resonates with you, go to our website, iLoveKickboxing.com, click on Become a Coach. I always say the world needs more coaches, more people encouraging one another. You can go through our certification program. It's all online, no travel needed. Equipment is included. You're gonna love it. I think it's one of the best certifications on the planet, actually. And after that, you can continue being a part by being a part of our Coach Connector. It's a membership that connects everybody together and connects you to all the tools to continue having success as you teach classes. Class plans, marketing, be listed on our website, equipment, all kind of good stuff that you can take part of when you're part of the Coach Connector community. So if this resonates with you, I'd love to have you join the team, become a coach, and help us change lives with kickboxing. Okay, so let's talk about your class schedule. How many classes a week do you offer? What times are those, and how did you pick those times?
Well, as a martial arts school, I got to remember my core business that pays the bills is the martial arts. I'm adding this on so that I can make additional revenue. Since the building and all the infrastructure is there, just let's use it a little more and make it a little more revenue.
So you have unused times. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, there are some unused times, but I have to build those I Love Kickboxing times around the karate time.
Right.
So I only have one floor. Yeah, and that's that'd be cool to have two floors, but I don't.
Two floors running simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of businesses that, maybe they have extra time early in the day or later in the afternoon. I think you kind of tapped in on that because you don't run martial arts schools. You don't run martial arts classes all day.
No. Very, very few schools do that. Yeah. And if they say they do, they're lying.
Right. My kids are in school. You don't have a 10 a.m. class. I mean, you might have an adult class, but so let's talk about your times.
Yeah, I basically, the first classes I added were at 8 p.m. at night. Yeah. And everybody says, 8 p.m.? I said, 8 p.m. But they're that one and Saturday morning are the biggest. I have 16 to 20 people in.
Probably because after the kids are gone to bed, maybe, and you have some.
Well, dad's at home with the kids and he don't know what to do with them, so they're asleep. So mom feels okay leaving.
Yeah,
so she comes.
Mom trusts
dad while the kids are asleep, right? So yeah, we do 8 p.m. I offer six a week, I think, right now. So I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Saturday morning at 9 a.m. I'm doing a Tuesday, Thursday on 6. Tuesday, Thursday at noon.
Yeah, 6 classes a week.
6 classes a week, couple of noons. The nooners are pretty good. Attendance is obviously not as big as the night, but I do have some second shift people and some moms that are home. When school starts back, those moms, it'll get bigger because the kids are in school.
Yeah.
And get moms in there.
I love it.
One thing I thought about doing is going out to some of these schools. I have a pretty good relationship with a lot of the schools and talking to the schools about obviously pitching karate, but then pitching I Love Kickboxing to the teachers. And because, and talking to them about, number one, when they're out of school during the summer, they can come do I Love Kickboxing at a discounted rate. But during school, so, I could try to pitch the teachers on coming to do that.
I love it. I love it. Would you recommend coaches that don't have a place to coach? So you have a place to teach.
Right, right.
Would you recommend them going to martial arts schools and saying, hey, I've done this certification. How about we add this class in? Can I teach this class?
Yeah, if you're a coach and don't have anywhere to teach, I mean, if you got an open space somewhere, you could do it. Yeah, a martial arts school would be a perfect end for you to get in.
Yeah.
And as far as how you split revenue and all, you know, obviously you got to do that, but you can figure that out later.
Yeah.
If the martial arts school owner has an open mind that says, yeah, you know, that'd be good, and he could do it around his schedule like I do without conflicting with his schedule.
Right.
You know, it would be fine. And it'd be a good add-in for him because he's probably got mom sitting there doing nothing anyway.
Yeah.
And they're wondering how they're going to get in shape.
Well, there's a lot of businesses that I think have unused time and they want extra revenue. So if they can incorporate something, I mean, why not?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you pay rent, it's for 24 hours a day.
Right. Yeah, you're paying rent 24 hours a day. Hey, so let's talk about your class room setup. You have the rollout bags. They roll out, roll back. Right. And you have the coaching screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you have the music pumping. Your coaches wear a mic, right? I mean, tell us about your setup.
Yeah. Well, the setup, number one, you got to have the coaching screen system is a no-brainer. I mean, there's no way I'd do it without it now that I know it. And, you know, in the beginning, you know, I'm an old school kind of person. So I was like.
You were hesitant.
I was hesitant. Well, I was hesitant mainly about the automated, setting it on automatic.
Where it starts, and that means it starts at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute countdown before 8 o'clock, right?
I have the coaching screen set to automatic. So my class times, when they start to happen, it does the 5-minute countdown. And the reason I was hesitant is that I was like, I don't know. I just didn't like the idea of it dictating me. But then after I did it, I'm like, man, we'll be out there trying to wrap things up and moving bags out, and that thing will go 5 minutes, and everybody it's funny, the whole class has been trained they'll go out there.
They'll hustle up, right?
They'll hustle up and get out there, and they'll all lay their gloves down, they'll all pair up on a partner, and they'll all be standing there looking at the screen, waiting.
Well, I think you and I agree that it's respectful to start on time.
Absolutely.
And end on time.
Absolutely, yeah.
To your customers.
Very important.
To your members.
Very important.
They have a busy life. They need to get going. And they want to start on time. One thing that drives me nuts is when people don't start on time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the thing. Vince Lombardi time. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. But you got to start on time, finish on time. That's one thing. Like you said, be respectful. But if mom's left dad at home with little Johnny for time to her to go kickbox, she told him she'd be back in.
Yeah, she don't want to be gone.
She don't want to be hanging out at the place, you know. So yeah, you got to be respectful. So that keeps me on track. And the coaching screen system, you know, for lack of a better word, if you have a coach that is not as experienced. And maybe they're not as seasoned, so they're not quite as comfortable. The coaching screen is a great tool.
Yeah.
Because they can always look up there and say, oh, okay.
Kind of a safety net.
It's a safety net.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
It's your timer too, though.
Oh, it's a great timer. I mean, because, it keeps everything on track. You know, what I love about it is it's 45 minutes on the dot.
Yeah, on the dot.
On the dot. And it's not 46, it's not 43, it's 45.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact. So I know what's going on no matter what. And then I know when it goes. I wish I could do karate that way some way, but
yeah, well, I'm glad.
It costs too much money and time and energy and effort.
Kevin helped film the technique on the coaching screen. Those of you that don't know, it's videos of the combinations of the drills. So if the coach gets stuck or the member gets stuck, they look up and see it. And Kevin is actually demonstrating technique. I'm on there as well. And by the way, this is a 2-time world kickboxing champion. And this guy won 2 world titles. He's got more black belts than J.C. Penney. I mean, the guy's been in martial arts for my whole life. So, so we know how to punch and kick, and it's on the screen. And it's not just us, it's some other people too, but it's a great thing. Okay, so let's wrap up. I know we threw a lot at the group here. This is a long video. People tired of it. We might need translators with our southern accents.
It's okay, man. Hey, you got Andy Griffith kickboxing here, right? That's what it is.
We are in the Carolinas, right? Okay. So you have member count, ILKB member count.
ILKB member count. Last I looked, I think like 45.
45 members.
Yeah, and most of them, they're part of a family. Yeah. I do have some singles. And the thing about it, at 45, I have some singles, and I sell some punch packs as well. I like the punch pack.
Yep, like a 10 and 20
Yeah, I do a 10
deal.
and 20. see, if you figure out the number, if you pay a membership, like if you come and do a membership, they'll pay as little as $6 to $8 a class.
Right.
If they buy a punch pack, they're going to pay $19.95 a class to $16.95 a class.
Yeah, but they like it because they're not locked in.
Yeah.
So like a monthly hit. You know?
Yeah, it's really a good thing because, you know, I have one lady that does it, and she does a 20-pack every time it runs out. And,
We
you
love
know,
her.
What's that?
We love her.
We love her. Yeah, she's a great customer. She's always there. She's consistent, but she does Pilates on Mondays. She does yoga on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
she does
yeah.
kickboxing on Thursdays. You know, so, and it works. And she just kind of clicks that punch pass and it keeps working down. And it's great. She's a great customer because she loves what we do and she's invested in it, but she's very fitness minded. She wants to do other things.
Yeah.
So the punch pack really fits in her life and it works out.
Awesome.
I like it. So, but I got about 45 kickboxing members totally. And most of them are parents. Now, some of them are like this lady that buy a punch pack. And I have some people that bought a punch pack and you know, they'll come once a month and they're like, that's fine. Doesn't matter to me.
You don't let it expire.
I don't let it. Yeah, for me, I'm like, hey, one of the selling points to a punch pack is you buy them, it never expires.
Yeah. I think it's nice because if they come back, that's good for you.
Yeah.
You want them to come back because then they're going to buy again when
yeah.
you want them active.
You got them active. You got to keep them active. So you got to stay up with them. You know, we talked about people know, like, and trust you.
Yep.
You have to develop that trust and for them to show up. And it has to be fun for them.
Yeah.
And the curriculum's fun already. If you got a good coach that smiles and uses their name and it works.
Yep. So you hire the personality,
Yep.
put them through the CERT course, get your space ready to go, and you're ready. You can be up and running very quick, right?
Oh, yeah,
Any
yeah.
business out there, I mean, you could be up and running in 30 days if you want.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
If you have a captive audience already, a membership-based business coming, and they're there, shoot, man, just print you out some flyers, start handing them out, and say, I'm starting. What is this month? We're in August already. August. And say, I'm starting September 15th.
Yeah.
And,
Let's go.
September 15th. And you start rolling, and you start doing little classes, mini classes, to expose them to it. And you pitch them on a charter membership. Hey, it's the cheapest rate you're ever going to pay.
Love it.
You know, let's get rolling. Here's your gloves. Here's your wraps. Just make sure you have the gloves, wraps there. And what I do is I put them in the chair.
Yeah.
This is the trick.
Yeah.
I put them in the chair.
Sales trick here.
So they have to move them and sit them on the floor.
Oh, sit right there. And they're in the chair.
The gloves are in their way. And now they move them and sit them on the floor. And
So
they
you want them to touch and feel the gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Touch and feel the glove.
Love it.
It's not tricky. It's just...
No, it's just, I mean, everybody likes to touch and feel the
Test drive it.
When you go buy a shoe, you pick it up and you go, I like this shoe. Then you sit down. I mean,
put it on, yeah.
it's human, right?
You ever bought a pair of shoes without wearing them? Never have.
No.
No, never have.
Well, here it is, guys. Hey, if you want to add this to your business, we can help you. We will help you. Listen, let's get you certified. Let's get you teaching classes. We can add this to any business. We'd love to help you. If you like these videos and tips, please subscribe. And we got workouts on here. We got all kind of good stuff. Click here for the next video. Hope to see you soon.